Welcome to my channel. So today I want to show you how to find the trig ratios of these common numbers. Now what I mean is we want to learn how to find the sine, the cosine and the tangent of these numbers, and we are going to do that in just 3 steps. Now let me show you how. Now the first step that we are going to take is that we are going to number this from 0 to 4, and then our second step will be to divide through by 4. Now when you do that, 0 divided by 4 gives us 0, 2 divided by 4 gives us 1 over 2, and then 4 divided by 4 gives us 1. Now the next step will be to find the square root of these numbers. Now the square root of 0, just like anything divided by 0 gives us 0, the square root of 0 is 0. Now the square root of 1 over 4 is 1 over 2. The square root of 1 over 2 is 1 over root 2. And then the square root of 3 over 4 is root 3 over 2. While the square root of 1 still gives us 1. Now these values that we have in red are the final values of these signs. That means that sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 over 2, sine 45 is 1 over root 2, sine 60 is root 3 over 2, and sine 90 is 1. Now let's move on to cos. How do we find the cos of these angles? Now the simple way to find that is just to reverse these numbers and then write them here. In other words, cos 0 will be 1, cos 30 will be root 3 over 2, cos 45 will be 1 over root 2, cos 60 will be 1 over 2, and cos 90 will be 0. So you write that in reverse order, and that gives you the cosine of these angles. Now let's move on to tan. How do we find tan? Now we know that from our formulas, our tan is equals to sine over cos. So if our tan is sine over cos, that means tan 0 will be 0 over 1, which is 0. Tan 30 will be 1 over 2 divided by root 3 over 2, and that gives us 1 over root 3. Tan 45 will be 1 over root 2 divided by 1 over root 2, and that gives us 1. Tan 60 will be root 3 over 2 divided by 1 over 2, and that gives us root 3. While our tan 90 will be 1 over 0, and that comes back to 0. So these values here are the trig ratios of these angles. So I hope you got value from this. Thanks for watching, and see you.